The fact that women gestate and give birth has been used in extending a lot of rights and privileges to women while taking them away from men. For instance, women gestating and giving birth has been used as the reason why statutory rape laws remain gendered in favor of women up until late in the 20th century. Women gestating and giving birth is still used to validate why statutory rape laws still focus on protecting underage girls, while underage boys are put on child support trials involving older adults, and the adults win. Pregnancy taking a toll on women's bodies has been used to validate the exclusion of men, the focus in this case being putative fathers, from abortion-related discussions. Let's see how consistent the whole pregnancy taking a toll on women's bodies argument holds up when locking men out of parenting conversations. In other words, let's examine how the effect children have on mothers and fathers affects their respective abilities to advocate for, and gatekeep, autonomy. Once the toll on women's bodies is done, then let's talk about the toll on men's bodies. While women directly labor for 9 months, the resultant fathers are at least legally and socially required to labor for 18 years in the name of child support or raising a family. Approximately 300,000 women die annually due to pregnancy and pregnancy-related complications. As mentioned, this phenomenon has been central in justifying why men should be excluded from any discussions related to pregnancy, especially abortion. Women gestating and giving birth, and the resultant complexities of the same, explain the need for privacy and bodily autonomy in making decisions related to their health. You know, the decision of whether or not to carry a pregnancy to term is personal to her and her physician. On average, 1.5 million men die working, with the reasons ranging from work-related accidents to the negative health outcomes associated with working long hours. Most of the people who, for example, have to work long hours are fathers. The dangers of working long hours predominantly affect men, even though women make up a significant part of the modern workforce. Working long hours is associated with some of the leading causes of death, including strokes and other cardiovascular issues. In the US, around 300 women lose their lives annually due to pregnancy and pregnancy-related complications, while approximately 4,000 men die due to work-related issues. If you believe that children affect women's working hours more than men's, well, you're forgiven, primarily because you are just a victim of social conditioning spearheaded by the media, the feminist movement, and like-minded people. The difference in working hours between women with children and those without is an average of 3 hours weekly, while for men with children and those without is about 7 hours. To avoid being radical, despite the numbers, let's just conclude that work takes as much toll on men as does pregnancy on women. Now, if the toll of pregnancy warrants the autonomy guarantee for women, why isn't the same logic used when it comes to men? If the fact that a woman's body being central to the whole childbirth process validates the need to limit the choice of being a parent or not to the privacy of a woman and her physician, shouldn't the outcomes of a man's labor, and what happens with the resultant wages, be a personal decision between him and his employer? Interestingly, the women who not only believe in, but also champion for, choice are the same ones who actively take away men's choice. The same women who say the government shouldn't tell them what to do with their bodies are the same ones who believe that the government should tell men what to do with their income.